Hello, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to upgrade my table. As you may aware of how my table looks like last week. I've shown here in my previous video. I'm not sure it's last week or not, but yeah, on my previous video you have seen my table, which is a small table. So today I'm going to upgrade it into a bigger one so I can fit my monitor and my PS4 on the table. Here it goes. So overall, the item that I have over here is plywood. It's just a 5mm, and then there are two plywoods over here. So the first plywood I got is actually a 18mm thick. I'm going to add up with the 5mm one to make it thicker, and I got 4 IKEA Adels foot for the table. So 4 of them. I choose the black color. Then for cable management, I have choose the Signum cable management rack, which I will attach on the table. And to cover up the plywood, I got this vinyl over here. It's a black with a wooden stand texture on it. So basically these are it. More on the paper. So the length of it, the width of it is actually 4 feet. It's a thick vinyl. And I've thought of doing it in this way because of the crane's running position, because basically the width is 4 feet, right? So it actually fits if in case I place the table the paper in this way, to wrap it up this way, as you can see here. Okay, so the width is enough, but the thing is, the way the crane is going through won't look like a table. So that's the reason why I'm going to put it like this. Then I will have extras on the top and bottom rather than going up and down. And I'm going to do this on the other side of the table. Okay, and this is how I screw both of the plywood together with all the screws in this position. And this is where the positioning of the base. This is how I use it, and here just use a ruler and then just keep the spacing together, and I will spread it out like that. All these 4 places I will do the same, and to put the foot and cable management, either put it here or here. We see how it goes later. Okay, this is basically the tool that I use, just a drill and a screwdriver head. As you can see there, like Phillips. So you just spin slowly. It's connected to this Mr. DIY drill. So I've made the arrangement so for the liners to have extra, and I just cut it alongside. And this is the first stage of putting on the vinyl. I skip the whole vinyl process. It's like so tiresome, so I just skip it through. And here basically I'm just screwing in the base of the foot to the table. Okay, I just used the original IKEA screw together with it, all the 4 places. Then this is how the cable management has been routed after I finalized the location. So that's it. That is my table, already been completed. The process basically took approximately, I would say, 5 hours. It was a kind of tedious process, but it came out good so far. Okay. Now I got a spacious desk area. So basically I got a space of 4 feet, 4 feet by 2 feet. And now I checked with my chair and it works fine. So I think the next up is to set up my monitor. The new monitor I got from Gamer's Hideout as well. It's a ViewSonic monitor. I don't see that much of review happening in Malaysia. However, I see the monitor being reviewed elsewhere in Indonesia. So it's a good monitor that I got, but I will make sure I will upload that video in the next and I will do the review as well in regards to this. So in order to not to miss out on that, make sure you guys subscribe and see if in case whatever I do be helpful for you, and then you want to make it into something that you like to do from your end as well, you can try it as well. I can tell you, even though the legs I'm using Edel's leg from IKEA, which is supposed to be paired up with the Linnmon table, the IKEA Linnmon table, I would say that this table over here is far superior and talk about supports rather than the Linnmon table. I know the tabletop is like quite cheap as well, but if in case compared to the size of the table and then the size that, I don't think so Linnmon have a bigger size on that, but if in case we look at the IKEA particle board, the particle board tabletop is actually quite expensive than this one. So this one, if in case if I'm not mistaken, I look at the bills over here, the tabletop, well, the normal one, the thick one is 32 ringgit, and then the thin one is 10 ringgit. So altogether it's just like 42 ringgit, whereby if you look at the tabletop in the IKEA website, not the plywood, they don't have plywood, okay? So the thickest the sturdiest board that they have after the Linnmon table is actually a particle board type, and then the cheapest is like only the tabletop is cost you around 70 ringgit, which is far more expensive. And talk about versatile wise, I think this, whatever that I did DIY, I just tried because one year I've been staying at home. So basically this is being a good project for me as well, and it works fine. So yeah, so my next review will be my monitor review, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Ciao.